Have you ever looked into the eyes of a woman and felt like you were staring into a mirror of everything you desire and everything you fear? Have you ever loved someone so deeply that you began to lose yourself bit by bit until you were no longer sure where she ended and you began? There is a reason for this, and it's far more ancient, far more psychological than most people are willing to admit. The truth is not flattering, it is not romantic, it is not easy to digest, but it is the truth, and it will awaken something in you that has been sleeping for far too long. I am Archetypes Jung, and in this video I will reveal to you the dark psychological truths that lie beneath the surface of male-female relationships. If you are willing to truly see, not just women, but yourself, then what I share will not only disturb you, it will also set you free. Men do not suffer because they love women. They suffer because they project their unconscious onto women, believing they are falling in love, when in truth they are falling into their own shadow. This is the agony of the modern man. He believes he is choosing her, but he is only meeting a reflection of the inner feminine, what I have called the Anima. And when he does not know her, his own inner woman, he becomes enslaved to every external woman he encounters. He does not relate, he worships. He does not connect. He attaches. And the tragedy begins the moment he confuses a projection for a person. This is the dark truth about women, not about women themselves, but about the role they play in the unconscious minds of men. For most men, women are not people. They are symbols, they are vessels, they are the mirror of his own unlived emotional life. She becomes the gatekeeper to his own soul, the goddess of his desire, the redeemer of his wounds, and when she fails to fulfill this impossible role, as she always will, he feels betrayed, he blames her, he grows bitter, he becomes cynical. But he does not realize, he never truly saw her to begin with. He only saw himself reflected through the fog of unmet needs. The modern man's failure is not in how he loves, it is in how unconsciously he loves. He has been conditioned to seek wholeness in the body of another, to find purpose through possession, to heal through romance what can only be resolved through inner work. He chases beauty, chemistry, seduction, but what he's truly seeking is the mother he never fully connected with, the acceptance he never gave himself, the emotions he was never allowed to feel, and so he gives everything to the woman in front of him. And when she cannot carry the weight of his abandoned self, he calls her the problem. I have seen it again and again. A man falls in love with a woman, not because of who she is, but because of what she activates in him. She awakens the archetype, the eternal feminine, the Anima, and he becomes obsessed. He calls it fate. He calls it chemistry, but it is not love. It is possession. It is the unconscious reclaiming what he has disowned. And until he sees this, until he learns to differentiate between his projections and reality, he will remain blind, broken, and bound. The Anima is not a fantasy. She is a force. She is the embodiment of all that is emotional, intuitive, mysterious, and vulnerable within the male psyche. When she is unknown, she haunts his relationships. When she is denied, she sabotages his love life. The man who rejects his own sensitivity, who mocks his own feelings, who buries his tenderness beneath a mask of strength, he does not destroy the Anima. He simply externalizes her. He places her in every woman he desires, every woman he cannot let go of, every woman who leaves him shattered. And the cycle continues. You must understand, when a man meets a woman who reflects his unconscious, he does not see her clearly. He sees the fantasy, the savior, the seductress, the mother, the muse. And in this blindness he becomes vulnerable, not to her manipulation, but to his own self-deception. She is not the enemy. She is the screen onto which his soul is projected. And when the fantasy fades, the disillusionment sets in. He says she changed. He says she tricked him. But no, he simply woke up from a dream he mistook for reality. This is the pain most men never name. This is the heartbreak that lingers for years, not because she left, but because the mirror broke, because he was forced to see himself, because for the first time he realized he had mistaken need for love, dependence for devotion, longing for connection. And this realization either breaks him or awakens him. Those are the only two paths, and only one leads to healing. Men are taught to conquer the world, but no one teaches them how to confront their inner world. They build empires, chase status, accumulate power, but when faced with their own vulnerability, they collapse. They do not know how to cry. They do not know how to grieve. They do not know how to sit in silence with their own aching heart. So they look for women to save them, to heal them, to mother them, and when she cannot, they grow cold. They retreat, they blame. The truth is this: the feminine is not here to complete the masculine. She is here to reflect him, to reveal him, to show him where he is still fragmented, to awaken in him the parts he has exiled. And this is terrifying for most men, because it means she is not a possession, she is a portal. And unless he has the courage to walk through that portal, to meet himself on the other side, he will destroy every relationship he touches. This is not about women. This is not about women too. This is about your inner woman, the emotional, intuitive, expressive, nurturing part of you that you have silenced, that you have denied, that you have been taught to see as weakness. But it is not weakness. It is the key to wholeness. And until you make peace with her, your anima, you will remain divided, conflicted, lost. You will chase love, but never find it. You will desire connection, but sabotage it. You will look into the eyes of a woman and see everything except her. The unconscious seeks resolution through repetition. This is why you are drawn to the same type again and again. This is why every heartbreak feels the same. You are not cursed. You are unconscious, and life will continue to offer you mirrors until you finally look inside instead of out. Every failed relationship is a message. Every heartbreak is a lesson. Not about her, but about you. Men must learn to do the work that no one else can do for them, to feel what they've buried, to speak what they've silenced, to grieve what they've lost, to meet the mother within so they do not seek her in every woman they date. This is the path of individuation. This is the journey of integration. It is not glamorous. It is not easy, but it is sacred. You must begin to see her, not as your savior, not as your enemy, but as your teacher. Every woman you attract shows you something about your soul. The one who ignores you, she reflects your fear of abandonment. The one who manipulates you, she mirrors your desire to control. The one who loves you deeply, she reveals the part of you that still believes you are worthy of being loved. They are not here to fix you. They are here to reflect you. Who? And once you see this, you stop blaming. You stop chasing, start healing. There is no such thing as a wrong woman, only a misunderstood mirror. And when you finally understand what the mirror is showing you, you can choose something new. Not from fear, not from fantasy, but from truth. Truth. Do not make the mistake of believing that women are the problem. They are not the problem. They are the portal. And the deeper your resistance to this truth, the more painful your relationships will be. You do not suffer because of women. You suffer because of your illusions about women. The fairy tales, the expectation, the need for someone else to complete you. Break those illusions, and you will break the cycle. This is what I want you to understand. Your anima is not your enemy. She is the forgotten part of your soul. She lives in your dreams. She lives in your fantasies. She appears in your art, your desire, your longing. And if you listen to her, not just in the woman you love, but in your own heart, she will guide you home. This is shadow work. This is the path back to yourself. It is not about judging women. It is about awakening to the ways in which you have made women the carriers of your unconscious pain. It is about taking responsibility. It is about reclaiming your soul. And until you do that, no relationship will ever feel whole. You are not here to worship women. You are not here to resent them. You are here to meet them as equals, as mirrors, as souls. But you can only do that when you've met yourself first. So I ask you, are you willing to stop projecting? Are you willing to stop running? Are you willing to see her not as your answer, but as your reflection? If you are, then your relationships will transform, not because she changed, but because you did. Now I invite you not just to subscribe to this channel, but to subscribe to your own awakening, to your own inner work, to the journey of meeting the anima within. Share this with the man who needs to hear it, with the man who keeps losing himself in love. And if this message touched you, then know this: you are ready, not just to see women more clearly, but to finally see yourself. The journey has already begun. Stay awake, Eve.